We have Sylvia, Clinton Township, New Jersey, WABC, go.
Hi, Mark. Mark, it is you who are trying to dumb down your listeners. The fact of the matter is that when President Obama, who I did not vote for, took office, he inherited...
Yes, you did. You've been on this show many, many times. Yes, you supported him.
But, Mark, when President Obama took office, George Bush handed over to him a month of jobs.
Okay, let's lower her a second. Mr. Producer, did I tell you within the first sentence she would mention George Bush? Within the first sentence. Go ahead, Sylvia.
Weren't you just talking about how, everything was hunky-dory, when the reality is, for your listeners, they should check it out in the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the numbers. For the last quarter of 2007 through 2008, jobs were being lost at 100,000, 150, 200, 250, culminating in 750,000.
Now lower her down. I've got those numbers right in front of me. The last quarter of 2007, unemployment was September 4.7%, October 4.7%, November 4.7%, December 5%.
Mark, it is...
Yes, Sylvia, yes, you're a drone.
700...
You're a drone. There's nothing I can do about it. Now, here's the point, Sylvia. I'm not saying George Bush was great for the economy, particularly near the end of his presidency. I'll tell you the opposite. Just as Hoover introduced us to FDR, I think in his last months, Bush introduced us to Obama and his policies. That said, how do we address this? For drones like you, the answer is to push the whole country over the cliff. That's how we save ourselves. For people like me who have a comprehension of economics, who have a comprehension of history, I know that freedom, free markets, growth, wealth creation, production, that's how you increase economic activity. What's your solution, Sylvia?
Well, my solution is that...
All right, first of all, you talk too fast. Slow down. Go ahead.
My solution is that we stop building straw men and silly subjects to talk about...
Hey, I'm going to ask you again, because so far you're proving yourself to be an ass. I asked you, what would you do with the economy to grow jobs, create businesses, and expand the private sector? Go.
You know what I would do? I would cut corporate tax rates. But what I would do is I would eliminate tax loopholes like the ones that we have that give tax breaks to companies that move jobs overseas.
All right, what tax breaks are those?
Well, Mark, there is...
No, what specifically? I hear this all the time, and I don't know what they are. What? There are no tax breaks for companies that go overseas. They pay an income tax, a corporate income tax, at the rate that they pay overseas. All these other companies overseas that come into our country, they don't pay our corporate income taxes. Once they pay our corporate income taxes, the country where they're headquartered, they don't have to pay corporate income taxes. So if you're saying it's a tax break because a foreign company pays corporate income taxes to one country, but ours pay to two countries, and we ought to stop that, that's not a tax break. You're going to kill American business and American jobs even more. So what are you exactly talking about, Sylvia?
Mark, there's lots of things. For example, we should do something about the fact that China charges 25%.
All right, stop. I asked you a question, and you're bouncing around like a jelly bean. I said to you, what corporate tax break are you talking about? And you haven't given me an answer.
Well, Mark, I have tried to give you an answer. Or do anything that we can to increase manufacturing and production in this company. And
how do we do that? By driving up costs through Obamacare? By unleashing the EPA to impose Soviet-style industrial policies on our society? How do we do that, Sylvia?
Mark, we are the only industrial nation that imposes...
Now get out of here. You're giving me a headache.
Oh, shut up.
That's Ronnie Reagan there. She's never going to answer a question. For all my years on radio, she can't answer a question. I'm not the other host. I'm not going to let her drone on for a half hour. I can't put up with it. She didn't answer a single damn question, because she can't. The producer, Mr. Call Screener, if he's not Sylvia, the caller from New Jersey. Am I right? They talk so fast, like they're on something. Go ahead.
And the fact is that President Obama was playing that other all